Live from the land of lukewarm coffee and hotter than your sponsor's new boyfriend gossip. This is This Just In, brought to you by the Sober Curator. It's our top 5 buzz-free headlines of the last week.
Well, I don't know who wrote this script, but today I've got a long one for you. Today, we're serving courtroom drama gone flat, the ultimate binge list of sober TV nights, a sober HBO reality check, Instagram sobriety influencers, and more movies about recovery than a Redbox in 2009. Then we'll sip some Fergalicious recovery tea, peep a man moonwalking in heels for the Guinness Book, and shout out to the hottest sober events from coast to coast.
And today's episode is brought to you by our very fake sponsor, the Gratitude Gavel, for smashing pity parties into perspective. Ages 4 and up.
And this is all powered by Petty, perfected by perspective. Clunk, clunk, you're welcome.
And now for the top 5 buzz-free headlines of the last week. Lincoln Lawyer Season 3, a recovery disappointment. Turns out this season parked the Lincoln and left recovery in the dust. Instead of using its slick legal drama platform to spotlight sobriety struggles, Season 3 barely brushed past them like a bad Tinder date. Recovery got reduced to a subplot so minor it deserved its own "Where are they now?" caption.
Honestly, Netflix, if you're gonna ghost recovery, at least send a "you up" text. And coming in at number 2, the 50 plus best TV shows featuring addiction and recovery. From guilty dramas to guilty pleasure sitcoms, the list is the sober streaming Bible. I'm telling ya. Originally dropped in 2022 and now being updated for 2025. AKA, it's your chance to slide into the Sober Curator's DMs and say, "Hey, you forgot my fave."
Recovery content is the new true crime, y'all. Everybody's watching it, nobody's admitting it. Speaking of crime, next up is The Crime of the Century, a gripping 2-part HBO documentary. This HBO docu-doubleheader rips the lid off Big Pharma's role in an opioid epidemic. It's not light watching, folks. Think less popcorn night and more rage texture senator night. Hard-hitting, brutal, and required viewing for anyone who thinks it was just a few painkillers.
And this ain't Law and Order SVW, it's Law and Order CVS.
And the receipts are that long too.
Yes, they are. And coming up next, the top 75 sober Instagram accounts to follow. Sobriety has gone full influencer, baby. This list is basically the Sober Explore page you didn't know you needed. Coaches, creators, and meme queens all flexing recovery one grid at a time. And yes, they're updating the list. So if you weren't on it, now's your time to start posting more than just your dog and oat milk lattes.
Don't just double tap recovery, live it in the algorithm. This is like Dora the Explorer, but make it sober. And now for the top 95 movies featuring addiction and recovery. If you thought there weren't enough movies about addiction, buckle up. Here's a list longer than the extended cut of Lord of the Rings. It covers everything from the messy spiral to the glow-up redemption arc. This one was also originally published in 2022, and it's now ready for an update because Hollywood keeps cranking out relapse and redemption content like Marvel does multiverses.
Honestly, recovery movies are just superhero movies, but without the capes.
And now for the Sober Sip Spotlight Celebrity of the Week. This week's Sober Sip Spotlight is Fergie Ferg, Queen Stacey Ann Ferguson. She's been open about her battle with meth addiction back in the late 90s and early 2000s. She clawed her way out of chemically induced psychosis, rebuilt her career, and gave us Fergalicious, which, let's be real, it's still the best cardio track when you're taking Zumba. She's been transparent that she does still sip wine, but her decades-long breakup from hard drugs is a survival story that slaps harder than Big Girls Don't Cry.
Sis went from glamorous to glorious. That's not just London to Tokyo. That's meth lab to main stage.
And now for your buzz-free Breaking Weird segment of the week. It's like Breaking Bad, but even weirder. This is the headline. Spanish man breaks record for fastest backward 100 meters in heels. A Spanish record setter ran 100 meters backwards in stilettos in under 17 seconds. Sir, what possessed you? And this is why we don't drink, because somewhere, somebody thinks this is a good idea. Forget the Olympics. I want this man on RuPaul's Drag Race, Track and Field Edition.
Call it Project Runaway.
And now for the top 5 sober events coming up in the next week. On Wednesday, September 17th, this virtual event, Still Here, a recovery roundtable brought to you by Work It Health. Think panel vibes, therapy chic, and no dress code, unless you count pajamas with coffee stains.
And if you're in the New York City area on Friday, September 19th, check out Sober and Socializing, LGBTQ game night and mixer. Think Cards Against Humanity, my favorite, but with actual humanity.
And if you're in California on Sunday, September 21st, there is a 28th Sober Musicians Picnic fundraiser. Bring a lawn chair, a potluck dish, and at least 3 tambourines.
And on Sunday, September 21st, check out Keep Coming Back Film live stream. You don't want to miss this. Popcorn optional. Tissues are pretty mandatory.
And rounding it out, we've got Standing in the Gap in Seattle on Thursday, September 25th. Seattle's Recovery Cafe gets deep. If you leave without crying, were you even there? Be sure to frequently check out our sober events and sober retreats calendars for events like these and so many more, coast to coast and around the world. If you don't see any near you, maybe this is your sign to get a group of people together and create one. Remember, the opposite of addiction is connection.
And that's a wrap. Tighter than Spanx on prom night. This is T-Boog, and I'm off to practice my backward stiletto sprint.
I hope that ends up on TikTok. And I'm Alysse Bryson, reminding you that getting sober matters, staying sober matters more. See y'all next time, friends.